Hey, what's up? I'm Cody the Coin Raptor, and let's talk about some Bitcoin chart TA. Bitcoin has been making this sideways pennant formation here, and this has happened, I'd say, for the last couple of days. We've seen it find some heavy resistance here at 20,500, and then some support down here at 19,500. So about $1,000 in that range. So it's making the sideways pennant, and what happens when you make the sideways pennant is usually it either will break to the upside or it'll break to the downside. And given the fact that it looks very weak right now, I'd say it's more likely that it winds up breaking to the downside and retests this 19,600 level. And then looking at the upper channel here, it's at about 20,300. Now, what we've seen in the past couple of days is that there has been very strong buying volume, a lot of demand here below 20,000. So I expect that this will continue, that as soon as it comes down below 20,000, it's going to wind up getting bought. It gets bought up very quickly. I've been watching this chart for a number of days now, and anytime it goes anywhere south of 20,000, buyers step in and push the price higher. Now, what this means is that eventually at some point, these buyers are going to wind up getting exhausted. These huge short squeezes that are happening right now will eventually get exhausted, and we'll probably see a very gradual wear down of the Bitcoin price, and it'll probably wind up coming down here and retesting 19,600 in that region. You can see it also making the exact same pattern down here on the RSI as well, where you have it kind of bouncing around the top and the bottom and then moving sideways. So by the time we should see tomorrow or so, we should actually see a clean break, either the top or the bottom, and I think a break to the bottom is much more likely, but I will keep you guys appraised of any news or anything that happens here on Chart TA. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and follow me on Twitter for the most up-to-date information. Now we take a look at the ETH price, and we're going to zoom out a little bit. And we're going to say the ETH price is just barely holding on to staying in this upper channel. So right now, the way it looks like, Ethereum is probably going to wind up following Bitcoin, and it's probably going to break under this channel here. And it's found support right now at about 14.18 or so, 14.30, back in that region. RSI for this is middle of the road, about 44, 45. So it has room either to the upside or the downside for your RSI. So most likely what it's going to do is it's going to either go sideways, or it's probably going to wind up heading down and retesting this 1400 level here. All right, let's take a look at the dollar index. Dollar index still sideways for the most part. We said previously that this probably will wind up breaking out, and it does look like it will. It's got a lot of sideways consolidation here, and that's what it needs in order to push through this significant resistance point at 109 in that region. Okay? So now that we're basically at the end of the month, I want to go ahead and go over Bitcoin's return. So you take a look at the August return for Bitcoin. It was down almost 14% this month. And we take a look at Ethereum's, down about 7% or so. So Ethereum has shown more resiliency than Bitcoin has, but both coins are going to face a very tough September. And I've pointed out previously in my other video that September is one of the worst months for stocks and for crypto. Now, when Ethereum has actually gone up during September, these green months, it's only shown between a 5 and a 14% rise. So I would expect it to probably stay around that region as well. However, if you'll notice, 4 of these years, you saw double-digit losses. So that's something to keep in mind. We take a look at Bitcoin's. Bitcoin's is just about as bad. And we see, even on the green months, from 2% green to 6% green, and that's only 2 months, 2 years of September that have these green Septembers. So most likely what we're going to see is we're going to probably wind up seeing another red September, and it's been anywhere from 5% here to about 19% downside from here normally in September. And for me personally, I think that this is going to be a fantastic month to accumulate. That's my plan. I plan on DCAing quite a bit in September to take advantage of these incredibly cheap Bitcoin prices and Ethereum prices. All right, so let's get to some of our stories. All right, so we have a Japanese regulator which is proposing tax breaks for investors in the crypto space. So I've talked in a previous show about how the Japanese crypto lobby is trying to reduce the amount that is taxed in Japan, and right now they have a corporate tax of about 30% on profit from cryptocurrency holdings, and that also includes unrealized gains as well. So their unrealized gains are taxed at 30%. Now you can see why this would be a big problem for people who want to get involved in crypto that live in Japan. The tax rate at this point is so punishing for people who want to get involved that many of them will probably not get involved with Bitcoin and digital currencies. So we'll see. They're trying to propose tax breaks to more put it in line with what other countries are doing, and to lower their corporate tax rate. So hopefully this actually happens and we wind up seeing some more crypto adoption in Japan as a result. Now we have another interesting story here, and that this one came out very recently, in that Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy is being sued by DC for not paying income taxes. So the IRS is doing an investigation on him. They're citing that there is a tax fraud, that he's committing tax fraud, and he skipped out on paying $25 million in income taxes and in the District of Columbia. So we'll see how this plays out. I'd be very interested in seeing his defense and seeing what he's saying about this, and also following the story and giving you the most up-to-date information that I can for this. So if you guys like this content, please let me know. Please like and subscribe, and also leave a comment. I greatly appreciate that. That's all I've got for you guys today. This is Cody the Coin Raptor, signing out.